Hey guys, what's up? So it's 2018, the year is still pretty new, and I feel like everyone is just so ready for changes and for more goals and for new things, and I just feel like everyone's so ready for progress. And when I was thinking through everything I want this year, so much of what I want is all related to like my girl boss goals. And I know last year I made a hashtag girl boss video that y'all loved. It was one of my best videos on my channel views wise, and I thought, what are some girl boss tips I can give you that are kind of different from what people say? Like, yes, like drink water, wake up early, like these are all obvious, and like I do think those are good to talk about, but today I have come up with 12 new tips of things you can do in 2018 to just continue to be more of a girl boss and to grow and to just make 2018 your best year ever. If it's your first time at my channel, please be sure to subscribe down below because I have so much in store for this year. It's very, very exciting. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, so I would love you if you would hit that subscribe button. Also, thumbs up, yes, okay, cool. So, is that all I have to say? Yeah, so basically let's get started with something that I wish people would remind me so much more when you are trying to start something out, when you're trying to be a girl boss, when you're trying to follow your dreams. I think something important to keep in mind is to remember that starting is always the hardest part. I know it can be really easy to get caught up in like doubts and fears, and whether it be starting something as simple as cleaning your room or maybe starting a business, whatever it is, starting's the hardest part. And obviously you run into obstacles along the way, we know this, but like if you can just get started, you will be a step ahead of everyone else normally, and you will be just one step ahead further for yourself. Finish what you start in 2018. This is something that is so key that I feel like everyone neglects, like especially, I don't know, whether finish what you start, whether that be a simple project or just maybe you started cleaning your room. I don't know why. Cleaning my room is on my mind because I've been really good at that recently. It's been a weird thing. But maybe you just have, whatever you start, try and finish it. And because it's so, when you like do something halfway. Don't do anything halfway in 2018. Do it all, get it done, do whatever you gotta do. Something really key is to make your plans and to actually put some thought behind what you're doing, but also know that plans can be flexible. I know for a lot of people, planning and having a planner can be kind of difficult for them because some people get really caught up in planning and stick to it, and some people don't want to plan at all. And I think you've got to find this happy medium where you understand that, like, yes, I can go into a situation with a game plan, but maybe something comes up and we'll do something a little spontaneous, or maybe I'll mix things up. So just, I guess I'd say be willing to have an idea, to think it through, but then also be willing to just take what comes. Maybe, I mean, things don't always go as planned, and I think that's okay. As a girl boss, as a young woman, even as a young man, you need to understand that comparison is the thief of joy. I think it can be really difficult today in our generation with so much of everyone's life is on social media, and we all go on social media and we see it right now. You're looking at my life, you're probably gonna look at someone else's in about 30 seconds now. It's just crazy that you can see everyone's life. But I think what you need to keep in mind is that what people put on social media is the best of their lives. So when you look at that, you're looking at the best 16 photos of their life or whatever, and that's like not real. Also, just in general, even if it is real, comparing yourself to someone else it is the worst. I do this, it's bad, and in 2018, ladies, we are not doing this. We are past this, we are lifting each other up, and we are not comparing ourselves to each other. Do not expect perfection. Rather, you should be expecting consistency and growth. And by consistency, I mean, maybe you are working out and you've got some really great goals and you put them in place and you've got your workout plan, your workout playlist, you're like doing it, but like don't expect to have abs in 3 weeks, you know? And also maybe you're not gonna have abs. Like maybe your metabolism is not one that will let you look like that. Does that make sense? Basically, don't expect yourself to be perfect. Don't expect yourself to be like someone else. Just I think that if you are staying consistent with your goals, if you are growing, when growth for you may take longer or be faster than it is with others, something that really I do think will be a game changer for your day is making, I call them like 3-part to-do lists. I make to-do lists constantly, but one thing that I think has really helped me with time management in my day is when I wake up, or even better if you do this the night before, come up with your top 3 things that if you get done, that's like what you have to get done. And this is also helpful on weekends too. Like for school days, it's nice because I'm like, okay, I have to go talk to this teacher, I need to make sure I finish my essay tonight, and like I need to make sure that I do something else, whatever that may be. And these are like my top 3 things. And so I make an effort to get these things done earliest, and they are my priorities. And then anything else is gravy. But even with weekends, you can be like, my priority is to see this person, to do this thing, and do this other thing. And like, obviously you want to do more than 3 things, but I think that's a really good way to keep you focused. And I think it prevents you from putting stuff off when you're like, these are my 3 things, I'm gonna get them done now. And then if you get the 3 most important things done before lunchtime, like, heck yeah, the day is yours, you can do whatever. Go outside and get sunlight. Oh my goodness. Okay, just going outside in general. We've talked about this, I feel like, a million times on my channel. It's so good, and I'm so bad about it, but like, it's January, it's cold outside, so like going outside with me is like, meh. But sunlight, I've really been like, I guess, reminded how key it is, because it has been so gloomy and it has been affecting just my mood and everything. And I think that going outside, getting fresh air, I was trying to do this more in November before it got cold, and it was awesome. Basically just going outside, it's 10 out of 10. We've talked about this a million times. Maybe this is a basic tip, but I would really say in 2018, we are going outside, we are gonna get our vitamin D, we're gonna love it, it's gonna be great. Lay out your outfits the night before. Something I've been hearing a lot about lately, and I feel like I wanna do a lot more research on, is about, what is it called? Decision fatigue? Is that right? Editing, Jess? I think it is. Okay. Basically, you only have so much of a capacity to make a certain number of decisions before you get overloaded. You start making decisions kind of impulsively, and you kind of get them, like, it's just kind of a lot. And so by doing things like having your bag packed the night before, having your outfits picked, having everything ready to go, that just makes it so much easier to start off your day. And I think that's a good part with like a morning routine, to just have your outfits picked the night before. And like, it's so much easier to dress cute and like dress for success when you pick it out. Identify your bad habits, maybe your weaknesses, things that you know you're not cool with, things you might do consistently that you're like, yeah, it's kind of bringing me down, and figure out how you can break those bad habits. Whether it be eating too much junk food, staying up too late, there's a million different things it could be. But a lot of times, I mean, we find ourselves in these habits of things that are kind of negative and that don't really help us. And so whatever those things are, maybe you just take it 1 week at a time. You say, I am drinking too much soda. Maybe you cut back on that a little bit. And I think just making an effort to take out negative things in your life to make room for more positive things is 10 out of 10, so good. That is one thing that if you want to be a girl boss, figure out what you are allowing yourself to do that's dragging you down and get rid of it. It's not going to happen overnight, but it's definitely something worth pursuing. Ooh, I love this so much. Raise your standards. I heard this the other day and I was like, yeah, you right, girl, you right. Okay, no, let's think about this. So much of how people treat you and things that happen in life, I really believe do have to do with your standards and what you expect from people, and that's like a whole other thing. But basically, the concept when I'm saying raise your standards, I'm saying, girl, you deserve better. Like, we don't need people treating us badly, and we don't need, like, your standards could be something like you allow yourself to go to bed at like 2 a.m. every night, and you're like, you know what? You deserve more than 3 hours of sleep. Yes, you do. Stuff like that. Or maybe your standards can be a million things, but whatever they are, like, why don't you deserve so much? So don't be afraid to raise your standards in 2018, because why? Like, by not raising your standards, all you're doing is kind of allowing stuff and people to waste your time. Does that make sense? Basically, ladies, raise your standards, whether that be with your men, your money, your time, I don't care, but whatever it is, think about it and fix it. Know yourself. I think that when you're trying to follow your dreams and to be yourself and everything good and all of this happy stuff, if you don't know yourself, you're gonna be lost. And that is something I know that in the past few months I have definitely been working to kind of know who I am better. And does that seem weird? Like, I don't know, I guess you are going to be the best person who will know you, but I feel like sometimes we get caught up and we don't even know who we are, and you just need to know. I feel like by knowing yourself, it makes it a lot easier to accept certain facets of who you are and your personality. And so maybe I know that I don't want to go out every Friday night, and that's cool, and that helps me to make decisions. So by knowing who you are and what you believe in and what matters to you, I think it just makes it a lot easier to be authentically you. Because it's easy to blend in, it's easy to be someone else without even trying to. So by knowing yourself, you can be yourself. Does that make sense? That took a weird path. I hope some portion of that was coherent. Let's not spend every second of every day attached to our phone. This is me as much as it is you, all of you watching this video. I'm holding my phone right now, literally. But I was going through my passion planner where I write my goals. I have to tell you about my passion planner in another video. It's so cool. But I was reading my monthly reviews, and almost every single month I wrote in my like, am I okay with how I'm spending my time? How would I like to reprioritize? Every single month for like 3 or 4 months straight, I wrote, I want to spend less time on my phone. But like consistently, like it would be like September, October, November, and like I wasn't making a change. And I will say, I will probably go on a social media detox soon. I did it a year or 2 ago, and it was very, very good for me. And I was off social media for like 2 or 3 weeks, and that is kind of a lot actually. And it was great because then when I came back, I definitely kind of understood the time I was spending on it. But yeah, I would say let's not spend all of our time on our phones, because how are you supposed to be running the world, being a girl boss, lifting each other up, being kind? Like, how are you supposed to be doing all these amazing things when you're just like this all day, just liking, just scrolling? You can't. So y'all, I hope that some of this was helpful. These are things that I myself am really going to make an effort to implement in my life. If you enjoy this at all, leave a thumbs up, and please leave more comments on ways that you are being a girl boss this year, or ways that we can be. Whatever you got, any feedback, anything at all. Please be sure to subscribe to come back and see more videos. I want to keep bringing positive content here, things that inspire you, motivate you, things that maybe entertain you. That is what I want to be on this channel in 2018. Yeah, so I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you next time.